Man, we having like a Dungeon family
What
reunion.
you
man.
nigga know about the dirty side?
Telling you, man, Herb. Hey, you want to get us hype? All you got to do is play the Dungeon family and everything. We be good to go, man. Hey, but look, I found him.
Yeah.
Spooks McGHIE. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Oh gosh, man, crazy.
Crazy.
A lot of shit, man. Busy trying to juggle this artist thing, the daddy thing, the working thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I could just juggle the daddy thing and the working thing. I mean, the artist thing and fuck this working shit.
Hey, I hear you. Man. I hear you.
That's the goal.
That's the goal, man. So look, tell the people, man, who is Spooks McGHIE?
Oh, damn. Singer, producer, songwriter, MC, visionary. I like to. I have ideas. I try to make them manifest. That's my goal.
Word.
Trying to think, man. I met this brother a couple of years ago. It had to be a couple of years ago through Bib.
Yeah, man. We did a podcast.
Mm-hmm. We did a podcast.
I was listening to that shit the other day. I was like, damn, a lot of the shit that we said we were going to do, we actually accomplished it.
That's good.
That's
then,
a great
man.
thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
For sure.
One of those things was that I was going to do a thumb drive thing.
Oh yeah. We actually bleeped that out, didn't we?
Yeah,
we bleep that out? Yeah.
I didn't want anybody to know. Is that what Div is doing too?
No, we thought about it, but we X'd that idea. We were gonna do that.
It would have been neat.
Yeah. But we ended up doing something different. But I remember when you said that, we was like, no, we gotta bleep that out because we don't want anybody else to kind of take that idea. So, but yeah, you re-released the project as a deluxe. And yeah, you made it happen, man. So definitely, bro. Appreciate you coming on the program tonight, man.
Thanks for having me.
But yeah, I want to go back into that story, bro. Like when I first met you, and we had that sit down for the podcast, and we had the conversation. You had the Olin project, and you were just telling me your vision for it and what you wanted to do, and you told me a story about like your humble beginnings and going through the stuff that you went through.
Yeah.
And it kind of inspired you to really keep going, and like your story alone. If somebody hears your story, they don't think that you should be in the position that you're in right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You've been through a lot. I mean, you can share that stuff if you want.
Yeah. Fill me in.
Yeah, I'll give you guys the short gist of it. I mean, how much time do we have?
And we don't have too long, man.
Yeah, I ate up all the time trying to find this place. But you got the secret dungeon. But yeah, man. I mean, so about like 2007, I just had this ridiculous just downhill battle with getting arrested a bunch of times for a bunch of bullshit, eventually getting a felony on my record. When I got released, I ended up being homeless, and then from being homeless and having a felony on your record, trying to expunge it and work for the past 5 years, trying to, get that shit taken care of. It was just on and on and on. It was nonstop. And I was able to, finally, after, serving a couple years in jail and being homeless for a year and some change, almost 2 years, to be able to just, continue, still find opportunities to do my music, no matter what I was doing, no matter what happened to me. And I wasn't, actively seeking opportunities to do my music in most cases. It just became something that, I would be doing something and someone says, hey, do you do some musical stuff? And then, I end up, producing something or recording something. I couldn't escape it. So just the fact that all these things happened and, fast forward, this is a very, very short version of the story.
Yeah, it's condensed.
Fast forward, 5 or 6 years down the line, actually close to 10 years now, I put out the album, Good had a lot to do with it. The podcast actually, excerpts of the podcast actually is throughout it. And then a year later, after linking up with Abib Jalil and the winning team, and doing the videos for the project, and just making it, it was just a thought, making it something real. And then a year later, re-releasing it, just to get people to see a little bit more about and show more appreciation for the process that we went to, because we had no budget, but the project has live guitars on it, choir vocals, DJ scratching, additional instrumentation, and theatrics. I got my grandmother to narrate it, and all these things we were able to accomplish with a mixture of digital recording and utilizing cell phones and other things to capture audio. And and at the end of the day, it just flows. It's so cohesive. And then I explained a little bit of that on the re-release because I did a commentary on the bottom of the whole project where we explained some of the creative process. A bit talked about what it's like working with me and just the whole connection of he and I working together in general. It seemed like the whole vibe just worked so well that we just had to do a whole project together. And he's actually going to be helping me work on the second project as well, overseeing everything. Hold
on. So you got a second project you're working on, man?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that was one of the reasons why we released the Olin project, just to keep people engaged, let them understand that, we've done some, significant work. Mm-hmm. And while there was a great, feedback, it was a great deal of feedback, I feel like, we could have marketed it at a better angle and a little bit more effectively, and that's why we did the whole re-release thing. So it's two reasons: one, to pique people's interest in Spooks McGHIE and continue to rebrand what we already put out, the audio, and then to fund the creation of the new project.
Gotcha.
So people that really, really support us have been actually buying it, and for independent artists like myself, who's just like kind of climbing out of the trenches, for people to actually go ahead and break off $25 for a package, that's powerful. I mean, for people to really support like that. So I mean, the package that we put out, it has coupons for Straight Out the Dan, it has coupons for Two George events, Fadeologist Barbershop, and a couple other companies. Local thrift store that used to help me out when I was in the struggle. I think that supporting those types of companies are important because the thrift store in general, it funds the program that helped me get back on my feet. So I want to make sure that I connect all these things. And if there's any other companies or businesses that are interested in adding on to this package, it's cool. We're not really charging people to add their company information to these packages, but every time that we sell one, it goes, they get a little exposure for their company. So I'm trying to find a way to incorporate small businesses. So the package not only includes the coupons and stuff like that, but it also includes a thumb drive, an 8 gigabyte thumb drive with all my mixtapes that I ever put out ever. And someone recently told me that was a stupid move because no one's gonna listen to all that shit. But I feel like it has no other purpose for me personally. It's just going to sit there on the internet. So why not put it to good use? And, maybe one day somebody will find the time to actually listen to it. And then what else? Oh, the physical copy of the CD and a signed copy of the artwork that was done by Marty McNasty.
Yeah. Marty killed that.
Yeah, he did a great job revamping that idea that was done originally by a guy named Evan Luza. But, I mean, just the fact that people are really, supporting, it's powerful for me because, like I said, I was just some random dude saying, guys, you should check me out. I'm really good. I believe it. But now there's people that are telling me, like, dude, you are really good and you need to do this. Mm-hmm. And, just so much shit, like, where I felt like this was it. And then all of a sudden, more opportunities came, like, the whole winning team thing in general.
Yeah. So walk us through that story, man. Like, how did you connect with the winning team outside of, you and Bib working on the project,
Well, my wife, Queen Amina, who was supposed to be here today, who's not here today.
It's all good.
Was actually close friends with the whole winning team. A lot of them, all of them actually, I think, through high school.
Oh, okay.
And that was a long time ago. But somehow, we reconnected, and I'm not sure what exactly, caused us to actually have a sit down with a Bib and do a couple sessions. But it flowed so well that we were like, this is dope. We need to keep doing this.
Gotcha.
And then, the other winning team members heard some of the stuff that I was doing, and they were like, "Hey man, you should. I might need your vocals on this." Then I would go in the session and we'd vibe, or we would produce a beat, then and there, or we just do some vibes, and then they'd be like, "Damn, this is dope. This whole vibe is dope. Everything that's going on is dope. The whole work process is dope. Everything is flowing dope." You know what I'm saying? And then eventually it just became to the point where everybody was like, "Look, this guy Spooks McGHIE, he's really talented." And I think that we should make him a part of the team. And that's, it kind of just happened naturally. It wasn't like forced. It was just like, he's always around. He's always doing some shit. He's dope as fuck. not trying to like gas my own head up, but and let's just do it. Let's just make him a part of the team. So then now I'm officially a winning team member. SPOOKS McGHIE. If you go to All We Do Is Pass Cigars or Winning Team Entertainment on YouTube, you can see all of the artists: Smokey DB, Truth, Jay Coop, Abib Jalil, Day Troy, who's a boxer. MMA fighter. And myself. We're all a part of this collective of motivated entrepreneurs that's just trying to do something productive and really make it real and raw and original and professional at a professional scale, the most professional scale that we can make it. Mm-hmm.
What's the how do I pronounce this deluxe CD package here?
Olin, Olin.
Olin, gotcha. Well, first of all, you're a well-spoken young brother.
Oh, thank you, sir.
For sure.
Why you guys get a lot of people that come in here like, man, we just like.
Well,
I just want to know something.
Hey, man, and shouts out to those guys as well. But you from the city? You from here?
I'm from New Jersey.
You from Jersey?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So me as like a new fresh ear to your work. What when I go to listen, because I haven't listened yet.
That's all right.
What am I to expect? Like what type of vibe I'm gonna catch from this project?
I'm not really too concerned specifically about a specific style or specific sound, as you can tell from the project. Whatever I do, it really exudes who I am and what I represent. And, you'll hear some smooth vocals. You might hear some dope-ass bars, But most of the stuff, 90% of the stuff on this project, I produced. So you'll hear my productions plus my vocals plus my raps, and you'll just hear just me. It's very structured, but the whole process is a little more free form. We're not so obsessed with a specific sound or a specific style or a specific genre. Right. We're more so obsessed with just what sounds good, what is sonically pleasing. If it sounds good to your ears, and and other people will listen to it and go, this is good. This is this is quality shit. That's what we go for. So You'll hear a little bit of singing, you'll hear a little bit of rapping, but what you'll hear is quality, and you'll be able to tell that they took their time with this.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's dope. That's
Thanks,
a good
man.
thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. What part of Jersey?
I'm from Essex County area.
Okay.
Newark, Irvington, East Orange, that area.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. But yeah, man. I mean, it's just the new project. So the new project.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Because I ain't know about this new project.
Yeah, it's a specific thing that we're going for.
Okay.
And that's different from this. This is has a little bit of boom bap on it. It has like a little bit of EDM on it. It has some like R&B joints on it. It has like rap songs on there, whatever. But this project is gonna have that street hood flavor to it, Okay. It's still gonna have that because I can't escape that. I'm from Jersey. It's just the way that my shit sounds, It's always gonna have that twink, that little taste of like the ghetto life or the ghetto vernacular or what the way we speak. And I made that decision a long time ago to say whatever I think, just will make the people that the target that I'm trying to reach, the youth that are out in the ghetto. If the people that are outside of that life can understand it or can appreciate it, cool. Gotcha. But if they don't like me saying motherfucker or shit or bitch or whatever the fuck I say on a song, then they don't need to be listening to it because it's obviously not for them.
Not for them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of that flavor in there. I'm gonna throw a little bit of that hood shit in there. But the whole project as a whole is gonna sound like electronic, funk, hip hop. It's gonna be real funky. It's gonna kind of have sort of like what Kendrick did with the funk, but not that style of funk.
Okay.
More like an electronic, new age style of funk, where it kind of is reminiscent of the older sound, but it has new age instrumentation. It has new age vibes, and it feels fresh and it feels different. But I still, could spit some dope shit on there, or sing some dope shit on there. So it's gonna be really good.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple of joints on there, man. That it's just like it's insane. You guys aren't gonna believe it when you hear it. It's just fucking insane.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to hear it, man. I'm ready to hear that.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready to work. I actually haven't been able to sit down with it. Like we've done a lot of production on it, so we're about 50% done with the production side of it, and we kind of know where we're gonna go with the concepts on the songs and whatnot, but we haven't been able to like sit down and really sink our teeth into it because it's just my kid, my wife, my life. It's just been insane.
Busy, man.
Yeah, man.
Busy guy. So I get that. I mean, that comes with the territory, though. You know what I mean? Like when you you moving around and you got real life stuff. The stuff that the rap facade don't, the average consumer don't get that because they think rappers' lives are all peachy and all that.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah.
No, it's a real grind. You know what I'm saying? It's a real grind. So, that part, I know exactly what you're dealing with.
Thank you, man. If you look at Spooks McGHIE on every social media platform, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's all the same, SPOOKS MCGHIE. What you see is that I'm not trying to put on this facade that, this is what I do, I'm about that life, or this, da. No, I'm just an artist who just happens to be dope as shit. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say that shit, because if you don't acknowledge the dope, I've been doing this shit way too long to not acknowledge the fucking dope. I've been doing this shit way too long. So personally, I feel like I'm dope as shit, and I'm showing you, I'm constantly documenting my life. People think that I'm obsessed with social media, but I'm really doing this as a marketing tactic where I want you to understand that I'm not just some person going out posting shit. Check out my music, check out my music, check out my music. I'm a real person that's real life shit going on, but I just happen to be a dope ass musician. That's what we're doing, So it's not about, popping bottles in the club. It's not about trying to, be this sex symbol, this sex appeal and all this bullshit. I'm a father, I'm a husband, and I'm a musician, and I want people to understand my story as a whole, and all of that. You get all of that. You don't just get Spooks McGHIE anymore. You used to just get Spooks McGHIE, and I was just this guy trying his best. But now you get Spooks McGHIE, and you get the whole experience. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting everything on the table because I feel like this whole shit, like everything that we're doing, all this whole life shit that we're going on with, is not for us to just be like sitting in our little hole and just be like, I'm experiencing my life, and maybe one day someone will know what I go through. But no, I'm letting you know what I go through right now. Fuck it. You know
right. What you go through right now. Now don't take my boy for granted over here, because when them checks start rolling in, he gonna be popping bottles, and he gonna be working out. He gonna get his ab game up and all that stuff.
Exactly.
You gonna see that on Instagram
You
next.
will.
And I don't blame you. I'll be right there beside you.
But the whole journey in general is gonna be documented.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make sure of it. Yeah, I really am. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the beauty. That's the one thing I will say that I do love about social media, Instagram specifically, is that you really get a chance to document time. You know what I'm saying? Like these little glimpses and pieces of time. Like whereas opposed to growing up, you might have your mom and dad might snap a couple of pictures, and then they at their house, and you never get a chance to see them until holidays, and then she pull out the photo album, and then you look and like, this.
Yeah.
My mom sent me. I'm going off tangent now. My mom sent me an old ID card where they had my middle name spelled wrong. I had a picture. I was probably like maybe 7, but I saw that picture and I was just like, it's amazing to see that that growth. But now you really get to see a person grow, like their growth from. You can go back 2 years, just like how we said with that conversation we had 2 years ago, and now seeing how everything is coming to fruition. So it's like, it's beautiful, like to be able to live through that and see it. You know what I mean? So
Instagram definitely has taken the stock down in picture frames for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But the thing that people are afraid of is, so instead of the government or people looking at my information and trying to figure out stuff about me if they need to, I'm a willing participant. I'm willingly giving out all my shit and letting everyone know everything, voluntarily, But that's for the people that are afraid of that shit are the people that's fake as shit. The people that's full of bullshit that have to stunt on Instagram or take a picture of them or with their rent check all spread out on top of the table.
Like how you say a rent check.
Yeah. Spread out on top of the table. Yeah. And, right before they deposit that shit, or they got to make it look like, this is what they, they're so, their life is grander.
Life.
Exactly. Or more than what it is. Yeah. That's for the people that are afraid of that. Like that are afraid that, okay, if I do this or this or this, then my side chick or my this or that will know about what the fuck is going on. But I don't live these different secret lives, man. People my wife will tell you off back. I don't have a filter. I don't have to lie to you. I don't have to. Matter of fact, first off, let me say this real quick. I used to be a pathological liar, and the fact that I've let that go, and I'm a pathological truth giver now, that constantly tries his best to, in any situation, try not to sugarcoat it, but try not, but. That's the balance that I've been struggling with, and the reason why I had to go through all the shit that I went through was how do I do I stay real and genuine without offending everybody so much so that it deters my progress? Gotcha. And that's what I've been learning, you know, as time goes on. And you'll hear that through the project, and you'll hear that through my life story and what I've been up to, you know, what I've been doing.
Yeah, it's something that you said just made me think about it, because like myself, I can be very blunt, and I had to learn that like your bluntness hurt people.
Oh yeah.
And you don't realize it, because like me, I'm just like, oh no, I don't care for it. That's just in my head. I'm like, no, it's not for me. Is that blunt honesty, like for some people they love it. They're like, oh yeah, man, I appreciate you being straightforward. But for I have to figure out like, okay, you got to read some social cues, because you just said that to this one person and you just killed their whole day. You know what I'm saying? So I understand exactly where you're coming from.
I mean, there's two things that I'm from New Jersey, and my family is Caribbean. So I don't know if you're familiar with these two types of people, but they're very straightforward. They're very open, and you know. And then when you come to the South, everyone's very hush hush and oh bless his heart, or oh he's doing his best. You know, they have all this bullshit they do. You know what I'm saying? But there's a way I can't really explain it, but there's a way where you could be around those people and still do your shit. So I can't really explain it, but
yeah, I got you. I get
sure.
it. I mean, I'm from the South, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, you know,
I used to spend my summers in Jersey, so I got.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Yo, fam, that shit's tight, B." You know, like out of nowhere, like I don't know, you say like,
right.
like but and that's the shit that I had to learn the hard way, how to scale down, and that's why I had to go through what I went through. But the fact that I'm here, fuck all that shit. I'm here, winning team, Spooks McGHIE, the new release. The album is going to be called The Malfunction, Spooks McGHIE and The Malfunction.
That's a dope name.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like including the funk in there.
It's going to be stylized, Malfunk.
I didn't catch that. I got you. Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, man, I mean, it's just a lot of shit on there, man, that you guys are going to love, man. Most of it is original pieces, 100% original pieces. The only thing that we've done so far that comes from a direct sample is we took that Claudia Barry sample that's more known, popular by I think Montel. I want to say Montel Jordan or Williams. Which one is it?
No, it's
Montel
Jordan.
Williams is the one who got the TV show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Montel Jordan sample. You guys know that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
So that's the only thing that we, that's the only thing that we directly sample. Hold on. Exactly. So like I said, we have concepts and we have ideas of where we're going to go, but there's no words. So I know that it's going to kind of be like, and it's alright. I'm doing it on my life. They done it, and I'm alright. Hey, don't it, but it's alright. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Gotcha.
But
you try to throw some demos out there.
Hey, I'm saying though.
But you know what? All that shit, man. I'm not putting myself like in a place where my shit'll get robbed, because no one's gonna be able to do it the way that we execute it. Because I already know what we're gonna do. That shit's gonna be fucking insane. But enough of that shit, man.
No, it's good, man. It's actually cool to see you this excited about your work, and you should be, because it's yours. But I'm just saying, like, you don't even really see artists excited about their own shit no more. Like,
man,
what part of the game is that?
Because, man, I've been through so much fucking bullshit, dog. And the crazy part is that the reason why I know that this is what I'm supposed to do is because the first studio that I had ever came from a person who gave me the equipment and said, "Look, do this. I think that you should do this." And then I had to move out here, and I couldn't keep that shit, and it got destroyed in a rainstorm, sitting in the basement. And then, in a matter of time, all my equipment got restored, not from out of my pocket, but from somebody else who was like, "Look, what do you need? I want you to do this." And then I got robbed. All my shit is gone. Got to start all over again. What happens now? Dog, I know you got to do this shit. Take this MPC. Take this microphone. Take this audio interface. I put just with the computer that my aunt gave me after we got robbed, an audio interface and a microphone, a shitty ass microphone. There's nothing like this beautiful Audio Technica right here. a shitty ass microphone, audio interface, and a old ass PC from like 1995 or 96 or something, I was able to produce a lot of beats, put out like 3 mixtapes. I even produced and recorded my wife's project called 180 that you can listen to. And dig this, the song that you mixed on the J. Coop project.
The Who record. You did
the Who record. I did it on that old ass computer from 1996.
Oh man.
And it's still hanging in there. And for some reason, I don't know why, but that computer that should have died like 10 years ago is still going strong. Why? Why is this happening? Why do people give me equipment? Why doesn't this computer crash? Why is it still existing? Why? How am I able to, do this? Why? And so I just know that that's divine intervention, just trying constantly to push me forward to do this. So I got to stop bullshit, and I got to do it right. I got to make sure that everything is done correctly. We dot all our I's, we cross all of our T's, because I'm fucking around with God. Like, God is really trying to make me do this, and if I don't do it right, I'm going against what he's trying to tell me to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's some deep-ass shit, and I can't just let that shit go.
Yeah.
I can't just be like, I don't know if I could do this, man. This is getting hard. My shit's acting up, and maybe next year, maybe, and then I keep on postponing it and pushing it back. I'm gonna regret it. And I can't. I'm almost 30 years old. Spooks McGHIE. I'm almost thinking about relinquishing that Spooks McGHIE name, because it's like, I'm a 30-year-old man. Spooks McGHIE, what the fuck? But it's so. If you go to Google and you type Spooks McGHIE, you'll see there's so much material that you could sit down literally for 4 or 5 hours and listen to a bunch of shit that I've done that's just floating all over the web. And it doesn't go away, except for SoundCloud, because they deleted all my shit. But fuck them. But there's no, I can't just stop doing the Spooks McGHIE thing. Yeah. Because I've been going and saying Spooks McGHIE, and perpetuating it for like 14 years now. I gotta
see it through.
Yeah, I gotta see it through.
Cool, man. Well, look, bro, I appreciate you coming sharing your story, man.
Sure. Coming to me, man.
Definitely, we appreciate you coming through. How can the people connect with you? If they want to pick up the project, the Olin Deluxe project, see new music, all of that stuff. Yeah, so Olin Deluxe is available on Bandcamp exclusively. We'll probably do a digital release, but right now it's exclusively available at Bandcamp. So if you go to Google and you type Spooks McGHIE, SPOOKS MCGHIE, the first link that comes up is my Bandcamp page, and it's very, very easy to find what we're doing. The next link will be probably my YouTube. And if you go to allwedoispascigars.com, you can see the link to the SoundCloud page where they uploaded it to their official SoundCloud, because I don't use SoundCloud anymore. Cool. And if you scroll down for 3 or 4, you should see Straight Out the Den. I'm just yeah, Straight Out the Den is like the 4th link that pops up, because they got that stupid SEO. The SEO game on what's the word? Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I don't want to say the F word. On fleek? Don't say that shit. I don't like that. That's word. Fleeked up, man. Don't fleek and say that. I don't like that. that right there made me feel like I'm like you're trying too hard, like you're Hillary Clinton. And every time that an old person tries so hard to fit in, I'm gonna start saying, "No, not you." Okay, every time a person that does that is trying too hard to fit in, I'm gonna start saying they're Hillary-ing or they're Hillary-ing. It's the new word, lit. That lit. I can't stand lit, y'all, bro. Stop with the Hillary. I don't like lit. I don't like lit because I grew up when lit was something, back then, like we crackheads and shit. No, lit always meant the same thing, but it's kind of like how now people saying bye Felicia when you grew up watching Friday and they don't even know what bye Felicia means. They what is who's Felicia? I don't know. It's a funny thing to say. It's like lit been around, but it's like now it's popular. Jamaicans invented turn up. Turn up. Y'all ain't know that shit. They been saying that shit. There we go. knowledge, man. Well, look, bro, we appreciate you coming through. You walk in anytime you want to, man. Thanks for coming. And I'll actually be dressed like an artist instead of in my work clothes and shit. Hey, that's showing like you really working hard though. Don't stop. All right, man. We'll be right back. Show.